Hey guys, it's Kristen here, and today I want to do a team training for you, all about restarting your business and reigniting your passion. As you guys have noticed, I have not quite been working the business the past couple of months, but in the past week, actually a couple of weeks, I have really started to work the business again. I am already at Success Club 4 in a week, and I am back on track. And so I wanted to share with you guys kind of my tips and tricks of how I have gone from really not working my business at all for like a couple months to now getting back into the business and working it again and really making it successful. So I have a PowerPoint slide for you guys that I'm going to be sharing, and I'm excited to kind of share these tips with you. Hopefully they're helpful, and hopefully they'll get you back on track and get your business up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. Share my screen here for you guys. Okay. Yeah, so this is all about relaunching your business. And the first thing I wanted to say to you guys is that you don't need to make some big post that you're recommitting and you're relaunching. You can if you want to, but honestly, a lot of people probably didn't even know you were gone. I mean, that sounds sad, but really, like, people aren't paying attention to what you're doing as much as you think that they are. And so, it's not necessary to do this big, I'm coming back post. If you want to, that's great. But it's not necessary. So basically I just started, I kind of did a little bit, I said that I was off the wagon and I'm getting back on, and I'm running a free 5-day group to help other people get back on the wagon as well. And that's basically where I left it. It wasn't like, any big thing. So that's my first tip for you guys, is to just jump 2 feet back in, just do it. But I also wanted to give you my other tips. So let's get right into it. So my first tip for you guys is to plan out your month. So I am an organizer. I'm, type A. I like to have my lists. I like to have my planner. I like to have things organized. And so for me, planning out my month, knowing what I'm inviting to people to and when, is key. So I had to really sit down and look at my November calendar as well as my December calendar, figure out when I'm running my next challenge group, when am I running a free group, and when am I running a coaching sneak peek. What is a challenge group event is a really helpful one to run. And then also I'm running a 3-day refresh starting the Monday after Thanksgiving, which I'm excited about. I've never done the 3-day refresh before, so this will be a new experience for me. And so look at your month. What are the groups that you want to run? And when are you going to run them? And then reverse engineer that goal. So say, I'm starting my next challenge group starts December 5th. I'm going to start inviting people to that group 2 or 3 weeks before that. And you need to have an order deadline. So 2 or 3 weeks before that, you're starting to invite people to your group, maybe like 3 times a week. As it gets closer, you might want to up that to 4 times a week. As well as mixing in tidbits of other valuable content on your page. You don't want your whole page to become join my challenge group, join my challenge group, join my challenge group. But it is important to promote it. So, and then make sure you have an order deadline. So usually the order deadline will be like a week before my challenge group starts. So make sure you have that so you can tell people, hey, you got to order by such and such a date. That way, they're ordering by, I would, say like around Thanksgiving, maybe a couple days after Thanksgiving. That way it's still in November. So if they'll place their order in November, you'll get your November Success Club points. And then, you'll get people to order by the end of December for your January group. So then you get, your Success Club points for December. So that's kind of how my cycle works. I get a lot more people at the end of the month. However, I'm trying to work on getting more people at the beginning of the month. That way you're not stressed out about Success Club. If you hit Success Club in the first 10 days of the month, you're not stressing out about trying to hit it the rest of the month. And the rest of the month, you can work on signing up coaches rather than challengers and trying to get Success Club points. So that's just a tip for you guys. But yeah, figure out what groups you want to run. You don't have to run all of those groups. It's up to you, and that we'll go over that. This is your business. You decide what you want to do with it. These are the suggestions that I would give you to run. These are the groups I'm going to be running, but you don't necessarily need to do all of them. And then if you want to join me in a group, reach out to me. You can invite your clients in, and you just have to let me know. Next, a posting schedule. And this is helpful for me. I need to start sticking to it a little bit better, but it is important to kind of know when you're posting what. So if you are looking for some ideas of things that you want to post, you can do Mommy Monday, Transformation Tuesday, What I Ate Wednesday, Recognition on Thursday, because Thursdays are Beachbody payday, rank changes, things like that. Funny Friday, Family Saturday, Sunday Fun Day. Any of those, you can use any or all of them. Just ideas to kind of spark a post idea in your head. In addition to that, you can do an inspirational post. You obviously want to be posting your workout, and then also doing your challenge group or whatever you're inviting to, your invites. So that's kind of, it's so important to know what you're posting when, especially when you're inviting to challenge groups. What days are you posting when? I'm going to start sitting down on Sunday nights and writing out, on Monday in my planner. On Monday I'm inviting to a challenge group, and on Thursday and on Saturday morning, or whatever it is, whatever works best for you guys. You also could schedule your posts. If you're having a hard time, remembering to post a certain time or whatever, schedule your posts. If you guys have like pages, which I don't think any of you do yet, but it is something that is valuable, and I'm learning more and more how valuable like pages are, and I'm working on really trying to get mine posting on it more and more active and getting more people into my like page. But on your like page, you can schedule right from your like page, which is so nice. Just, take 10 minutes or however long it takes you in the morning, schedule all your posts for the day, and then you're done. And it just automatically uploads them, and you don't have to worry about it. And you can just go in and interact with people that are commenting and liking. So that's a helpful tip for you guys as well. I don't recommend using they call it a third-party scheduler, like Tiny Torch. I use that for my challenge groups that I run in Facebook, which I don't really do anymore. That's fine, but when you're posting from that kind of thing to your regular newsfeed, it lowers the affinity. Is it called affinity? I think it's called affinity. And so your post isn't seen as much as if you just normally post it. So that's kind of the only thing that syncs to your regular profile. You can't really schedule it to, but if you have a like page, at least you can get that out of the way. Then you only have to worry about your profile page for the day, posting things on that. And that's all. So another thing to think about, and this is kind of a lot of information all at once, but another thing to think about is, what are your top 5 things that make you you? So this kind of goes into branding, which we're not going to talk a whole lot about today, but it is important to know what are the things that you're posting about, who are the people that you're connecting to, and to post about those things, and to make your page share content about those 5 biggest things about you. So for me, I'm a mom. That's my biggest demographic. Those are the people that I'm talking to the most, and moms are the people that I relate to and that, are on my team and in my challenge groups mostly. Farmer's wife and hunting, those are things that are specific to me. You guys probably, well, I know you guys aren't farmers' wives. I know, Jamie, you're a hunter, but you guys have something different. Lauren, you love Disney. Whatever it might be that makes you special. Like Angie Belmar is one of the top coaches, and she stinking loves Disney. Go follow her, Lauren. You get a lot of inspiration from her. But she's not afraid to post about that. That's something that makes her unique and makes her her. Coffee lover, I am a fitness coach, and you see how that's just kind of thrown in there as one of my 5. It's not the thing I'm posting about all the time. It's just something that's in there. And then I also want to start talking more about self-care. As you guys know, I've struggled with anxiety, and that's something that I want to start talking about on my page. I haven't yet, but it's on the list of things to get brave about and start talking about. So figure out what your 5 things are. That's going to help you guys to relate to your audience better and to post more valuable content. The next thing to do to relaunch your business is to get organized. This is so important. I spent a lot of time just really trying to get myself reorganized to jump back into the business before I really even took the leap back in to announce to you guys that I was coming back. I sat down for several hours and I figured out, what's my routine going to look like? Where are my office hours or my business hours going to be? Do I need help? I had to humble myself because I'm not one that likes to ask for help, but I asked my husband, can you please watch Bryce for 2 afternoons a week from 3 to 5 or whenever the time is, just so I can get some work done or whatever. If you work full time and you don't get home till later, maybe it's when the baby goes to bed, or maybe you get up earlier in the morning, which I have been doing. And believe me, it is hard to get yourself out of bed before kids wake up, but it's so valuable. Like, I've been getting up between 5 and 5:30, and as much as it stinks, it is so nice even just to have 15 minutes to come downstairs and have my coffee and do my personal development and maybe get to answer a few messages. Just getting to, or send out a few invites, just getting to have that time is so important. So figure out what works for you, whether it's your lunch break or whatever. What time of day are you going to be working your business? And it needs to be scheduled in. It's so important to have a schedule, have a routine. I literally, it's sitting on my printer right now, but I typed out my routine, and it kind of just blocks out my day. And no, my days do not look like that every day. I have a child. I have a husband who works, random hours, and it changes, but that's a routine that I try to stick to. And at least things are kind of in order of how my day normally goes. So it's so important. Get organized. And then the other thing, which is the first thing on here, is a tracking system. And that was one of the things I identified when I was looking into coming back, was something that I needed to iron out, a better way to track my customers, track who I was interacting with, track who had been in my free groups and in my sneak peeks and everything. There's a lot of people that we are talking to and interacting with and working with, and you can't possibly keep that all straight up here. You just can't. You're not going to remember it. As much as I think I'm going to remember, I don't. And so it was important for me coming back to figure out what kind of tracking system works best for me. Right now, I am playing with Google Streak, and you guys can go on, just type in Google Streak, and you'll see it. It attaches to your email, but you don't need people's email addresses to make like a thing for them. Go on YouTube, watch some tutorials about it if you guys are interested. It's been working very, very well. It works how my brain works, like how my brain sees the process of your first contact with somebody, and then to inviting them and sending them the link and stuff. Like, the way my brain sees the process is how Google Streak is laid out. So it's really helpful for me to be able to move them through the process. And so that's been working well, and I'm still working on getting it set up. I'm still working on, plugging in all of my clients and coaches and people I'm interacting with, but it has helped a lot. So find a tracking system that works for you guys, whether it's pen and paper, whether it's Asana, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet. Figure out something that works for you. I know it's hard. The other thing is to keep a list of ideas. So for me, one of my problems before was sitting down to have work time or whatever, or knowing I need to put a post up and then being like, crap, what should I post about? Well, I could post about this, or I could post about this or this. And then you sit there and think about it and then nothing gets posted, and that is not good. You need to get some sort of post up. You should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. And this is just a problem I've been having. So writing out a list of what Facebook lives do you want to do? What trainings do I want to do for you guys? What post ideas do I have? It's so helpful because if I'm like, I know I need to put up a post right now, but what do I want to post about? Or I know I want to go live on my page, but what do I want to talk about? I have this list of ideas that have popped in my head before, and I put them on this list, and it's super helpful to just kind of trigger your mind a little bit. And to get things out of your brain and onto paper is so helpful. And it helps to not get overwhelmed and quit. So I just went live on our team page and talked about this, but recommit to your fitness journey. Sorry, the sun is like being weird right now. It's moving over on me. But yeah, recommitting to your fitness journey. And this is something I'm realizing more and more and more and more. I am on point with my business when I'm on point with my fitness. And when I'm not on point with my fitness and my nutrition is sucking, I am sucking at my business. You really can't out people if you're not doing it yourself. It's as simple as that. And it goes back to be a product of the product, which is one of the 4 vital behaviors, which is what we've all heard from the beginning. And sometimes it can kind of sound like a clanging cymbal or a banging gong or whatever, but it's true. If you're not being a product of the product, you can't feel like you can help other people. You just, I'm like, whatever, I'm eating ice cream and chicken nuggets and I'm going to McDonald's. How the heck am I going to be a fitness coach and invite people to join this challenge group when I'm not even doing it? Like I just consciously can't do that. So it's really important to recommit to your own fitness and your nutrition, and you're going to be pumped up about it. You're going to be excited about it. And you'll be excited to share about it. So recommit to something, pick a program and stick to it, whether it's the 21-day fix or the 3-day refresh at the end of the month. Lauren and I are doing Turbo Fire, which I'm excited about. I love Shalene. Go follow Shalene on Snapchat and listen to her podcast. She has a podcast called Build Your Tribe and one called The Shalene Show. And both of them are really, really, really good. I'm loving her. Like, personal development is Shalene pretty much all the time for me. When I'm doing my hair, when I'm putting my makeup on, when I'm doing the dishes. Love her. She has really, really good business advice. And then the last thing I wanted to go over with you guys is that this is your business. This is yours. Yours. This is yours. Okay, you're the entrepreneur. This is your business. It's not mine. This is my business. You guys are my coaches, and so I want to help you guys. But really, it comes down to you have control over the pace that you're going to set in your business. Some people start this business and they are superstar diamond in 2 years or whatever. That obviously is not the path for me because I've been a coach for a year and some months now, like almost 2 years in April. So a year and a half. And I am still Emerald. Like, you set your own pace. And obviously there's a reason that I'm still Emerald. I haven't been working the business consistently for the last year and a half. And I know that, but this is a turning point for me. And I guarantee you I'm going to be diamond like soon. But that's besides the point. But you have control over the pace of your business. Don't get wrapped up in what somebody else is doing. Don't get wrapped up in how quickly somebody else is rank advancing, because believe me, I've done that. And then it just sets me back 3 steps, or 5 steps or 10 steps. It's not good to compare yourself to other people. And I know you hear this a million times, but it's true. The other thing is that you'll get out of it what you put into it. Okay. So if you are only putting in half hour a day, or you're not doing anything some days, then you're not going to get out very much. But if you're really putting your heart and soul into it and you're working your business, before your kids wake up and on your lunch break and after work, it doesn't have to be 8 hours a day, but maybe, at least 1 power hour, if not like 2 hours a day, that's 14 hours a week, you can do major things in that time. So just think about, what are your goals? I know you guys want to retire from your jobs and have a successful business that is going to boom. And so you need to put in the work to get there. And then also I'll match your pace. Okay. If you are sprinting full force ahead and you're going for diamond, I am right there beside you. I am helping you every step of the way. I will do everything for you that I can. But if you just want to be a discount coach, which is totally fine, don't expect a whole lot of trainings from me and things like that, because, I'm going to match your pace wherever you're at. I'm going to meet you there. And so I think that's important to know as well. If you guys want more support from me, please reach out to me. I wish I was a mind reader, but I'm not. So, I need to know, like, what do you guys need from me as your coach? What do you want to see? Do you want to see more trainings? Do you like when I go live in the group? Do you like when I post other people's videos? What is most helpful for you guys? Do you want to schedule one-on-one calls once a week or whatever? I'm here for you guys, and this is my business. This is my job, other than being a mom. That will always be number one, but this is my job. And Blake has been amazing to really work around my schedule and watch Bryce several afternoons a week. And so I know you guys are working sometimes in the afternoons, but at night is free game pretty much. Blake can watch Bryce for half an hour while I'm on a call with you guys. So I'm here. I'm available for you guys. You just have to reach out to me. So I hope that this helped. I hope it gave you some ideas to really relaunch your business and to reignite your passion. You guys, this business is amazing. Like I've said, I looked into starting other businesses. I looked into dabbling in other things, but I kept coming back to this because this business is set up so well. The compensation plan is stellar. Like, you're not going to get anything better. You get to work on yourself. You get to help other people. You get to be a businesswoman. You get to own your own business. It's really amazing. The grass is not greener on the other side. Believe me, I've checked it out. But it's amazing. And you're here for a reason. You signed up as a coach for a reason, and I want to help you get to where you want to go. So that being said, stop screen share. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love chatting with you guys. I love doing team trainings. Like, if I could sit here and train you guys all day long, I totally would. And sometimes that gets in the way of my power hour because I would much rather be training you guys than inviting, but I know that inviting is important. So that being said, I'm going to go finish my power hour now. I'm going to upload this for you guys, and I hope that it's helpful. Like I said, reach out to me if you have questions, comments, concerns. You want to schedule a call with me. You want to email back and forth, text back and forth, Snapchat back and forth, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Happy Tuesday, and I'll see you later.